Hey, I'm Clara Park, and here's the food news for February 20th, 2009. Our top story of the day, Yelp.com has been outed as the internet mafia. Several business owners in the Bay Area have claimed that they were strong-armed into buying sponsorships on the popular internet review site to maintain positive reviews and hide negative ones. Some owners went so far as to say that the sales tactics were, quote, coercive, unethical, and possibly illegal, end quote, while others just claimed it was like blackmail. Wow. Now I understand why my negative reviews never saw the light of day. In national news, Eater.com reports the driver of a truck carrying thousands of pounds of hamburger patties fell asleep at the wheel on I-15 in Salt Lake City just after 5 o'clock Tuesday morning. His truck hit the cement barricade, causing the vehicle to flip, crash, and toss its load on the northbound lanes of the freeway. Authorities quickly shut down several lanes of traffic until about 6:45 a.m. Josh Ozerski has set up a memorial fund and will be taking donations at his website. In fast food news, Carl's Jr. has the cure for common crabs. A recent press release states, when men don't eat between meals, they get hungry, irritable, and crabby. Today, Carl's Jr. is pleased to announce that it has found the cure for the common crabs, the new green burrito crisp burritos. Just still needed on the toilet. And our final segment of the day. Last week we reported that a man was arrested for calling 911 when his local Burger King ran out of lemonade. Well, it turns out that another person has called 911 from BK. Guess she couldn't have it her way.
Sheriff's Department, how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm over here at Burger King right here in San Clemente. No, not San Clemente, I'm sorry. I live in San Clemente. I'm in Laguna Niguel, I think. That's where I'm at. I'm at a drive-thru right now. I ordered my food 3 times. They're mopping the floor inside, and I understand they're busy. They're not even busy. Okay, I've been the only car here. I asked them 4 different times to make me a Western barbecue burger. Okay, they keep giving me a hamburger with lettuce, tomato, and cheese, onions. And I said, I'm not leaving. I want a Western burger because I just got my kids from Taekwondo. They're hungry. I'm on my way home, and I live in San Clemente. Okay, she gave me another hamburger. It's wrong. I said 4 times. I said, I want it. She goes, can you go out and park in front? I said, no. I want my hamburger right. So then the lady came to the manager, or whoever she is, she came up and she said, do you want your money back? And I said, no, I want my hamburger. My kids are hungry, and I have to jump on the toll freeway. I said, I am not leaving this spot, and I said, I will call the police because I want my Western burger done right. Now, is that so hard?
Okay, what exactly is it you want us to do for you?
I send the officers down here. I want them to make me right.
Ma'am, we're not going to go down there and enforce your Western bacon cheeseburger.
What am I supposed to do?
This is between you and the manager. We're not going to go enforce how to make a hamburger. That's not a criminal issue. There's nothing criminal.
So I just stand here. So I just sit here and block.
You need to calmly and rationally speak to the manager and figure out what to do between you.
She did come up, and I said, can I please have my Western burger? She said, I'm not dealing with it. She walked away because they're mopping the floor and it's all full of suds, and they don't want to run. They don't want to go through there and
ma'am, then I suggest you get your money back and go somewhere else. This is not a criminal issue. We can't go out there and make them make you a cheeseburger the way you want it.
Well, you're supposed to be here to protect me.
Well, what are we protecting you from? A wrong cheeseburger?
No.
Is this a harmful cheeseburger or something? I don't understand what you want us to do.
Well, just come down here. I'm not leaving.
No, ma'am, I'm not sending the deputies down there over a cheeseburger. You need to go in there and act like an adult and either get your money back and go home.
She's not acting like an adult herself. I'm sitting here in my car. I just want them to make my kid a Western burger.
Now, this is what I suggest. I suggest you get your money back from the manager and you go on your way home.
Okay.
Okay? Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Philippe Nolan with Devour TV's Top 50 Dishes New York City, and today we're on the Lower East Side at WD50, where we're going to try out Chef Wiley Dufresne's pork belly with braised pineapple. Oh yeah, come on.
Wiley Dufresne from WD50 here with pork belly, pineapples, capers, sunchokes. There it is. Right there. Knowing that Philippe's a little off, I'm sure he'll find this to be delicious. All right, Philippe. I don't think you're going to dig this a bit.
Oh, wow. Okay, so wait, there's a lot on this plate. Can you break it down for me again?
Certainly. We've got our pork belly.
Yeah.
And then it's sitting on top of a caper emulsion. It's simply a puree of capers and a poached egg with a little bit of grapeseed oil.
Okay.
Over here we have some pineapple, some ancho braised pineapple with a little bit of ancho caramel and some fried capers.
Right.
Some sunchokes and then some chive blossoms on top. A little bit of pork sauce, pork jus around. It's a group effort here at WD50, and we had started trying to conceive a new garnish for the pork dish, and we were tossing around the pairing of pineapple and capers and really liked that salty sweet interplay, and so then we brought in the ancho caramel to give it a little heat so it was salty and sweet and spicy, and then it was at that point that we realized that we were certainly heading towards the Hawaiian pizza territory.
I have to ask you about the belly because this is so beautiful, like the striations on this, it looks like big thick slab bacon.
We cook it slowly, 155 degrees for 24 hours, and then we press it to cool so it stays nice and compact.
Right.
And then we portion it into big rectangles, and then they just get roasted on the skin side, and then spend a few minutes in the oven just to warm it through, and then we slice it up.
This little stack, these are sunchoke?
Those are just pieces of sunchoke that were again sliced and then poached at about 90 degrees in a bag, sous vide as well.
Okay.
For a little while. We saute them in a little bit of fresh butter, crisp them up, take them out of the pan, and then we throw those chive blossoms in there and hit it with a splash of water, create some steam, and just sort of wilt them a little bit. You should get on in there.
Give it a try?
Yeah, definitely.
Man, if you like your bacon thin, this is not the place to come to. Here we go. The whole shebang.
Yeah, not bad, right?
It's beautiful.
There's a little bit of that crunch, a little bit of that fresh vegetal note, but it's not too pungent, and not too much raw onion flavor.
Not at all.
It's been softened by a little bit of steam.
Yeah, it's more textural than anything else. You know, you have this sort of bouncy, yummy bacon, and then, pork belly, thickly cut, and then a little bit of the snap, a little bit of the crunch.
Yeah, a little bit of crunch.
When you've got this crazy sweetness of the pineapple.
We make a caramel, and then we deglaze it with some water, and then we throw the anchos in there, just sort of braise in there, and then we just blitz the whole thing up, blend it up. And then we take some of that caramel, that braising liquid, after the pineapple's been poached in it, and we set it with a little bit of agar into a gel, and then we puree it, so it's got that almost toothpaste-like consistency that we can make those dots with. I mean, you have to be careful using toothpaste as a descriptor, because I don't think that toothpaste equals deliciousness.
I have to ask you, I mean, the way it's presented is so interesting with the different parts sort of surrounding the pork belly. Not only is this delicious, but this is kind of, beautiful.
Well, again, that's most of the sell, right, is how it looks, Most people make their decision right then and there.
Chef, I'm an easy sell when it comes to pork belly because I just love this stuff. All the elements that come into balance on this Hawaiian pizza dish thing. Clearly one of the top 50 dishes in New York City.
Well,
Chef Dufresne.
Thank you very much.
Whoa! And you got it! You got it! All right, free dessert.
So on my third trail when I got to New York City, I was still a culinary student, and I go to this restaurant, and I'm trailing garde manger with these two other cooks. The other girl, she's kind of like, I'm sorry I'm in such a bad mood. Like, Zach, the other kid we were trailing with, he's like a total fuck up, and like, I'm just picking up the slack for him. I heard a couple days before my trail that the chef, Bill, was a notorious yeller. And that I should watch out for him, and that he kind of got like a little crazy during service or whatever. So service starts, and he's okay, and then it starts to like get busy, and the orders start coming in. He starts like getting kind of frantic and crazy, and he's like, "Where's this dish? I fucking ordered it 2 minutes ago." Did I say he's a notorious yeller already? "This looks like shit. What the fuck is this?" Just sending food back to his line cooks, and he's like, "This looks like shit. I can't serve this shit. What the fuck?" And like, he's flipping out, and he asks for some dish off garde manger. Zach makes like a really snotty comment back to him, and Bill's like, "Zach, every time time we have a fucking trail here, you have to act so funny. You think you're so smart, well you're not. You're stupid. I told you before, you're fucking stupid. You know what? Get out. Just fucking get out. You're fucking fired. Leave my kitchen. And Zach is kind of like, he doesn't know if Bill's like serious, if he really got fired, because Bill's got this like weird sense of humor and nobody knows when he's joking and when he's serious, and then he kind of realizes he is actually fired. So he kind of like leaves and it's really silent in the kitchen and everybody kind of goes back to work, and like 30 minutes of silence, all of a sudden he's like, Nina, when can you start? And that's how I got my first job in New York.